Hello, fellow book-loving friends. Welcome to February, where love is in the air and lots of snow if you live on the East Coast. I'm Dee Armstrong. I'm a writer, mother of five, book lover, tea addict, gardening ninja, black belt, and my grandma name is Lolly. I have a free book offer for you this month from Marianne Jordan, award-winning USA Today best-selling author. She is giving us a sneak peek of her Heroes at the Heart series with a free book called Xander. It's a don't miss. Scroll down in the newsletter, and thank you, Marianne, for allowing my newsletter, my book-loving friends in the newsletter this offer. Things are busy here in my writing world. I've put out a picture of my desk. It's a crazy space, and I know you're wondering, how can she write in that madness? I don't know. Crazy mind, crazy space. It works for me. I've also put in who is the employee of the month here in my writing world. It's Mr. T, my grandson, and he's a cute, cuddly guy, and we love him very much. In book news, I am an even 20,000 words in on Driftwood. I'm going to show you my mock cover that I made up. I make up these covers because it gives me something to put on the front of my workbooks, but also it makes the dream more real of the book coming to fruition. And don't worry, I will leave it to the professionals to do the real one. But I'm 20,000 words in on Driftwood, and I am 20,000 words in on JD and the Broken Promise. Now, JD and the Broken Promise, I'm just going to kind of go off the rails here for a minute and tell you a bit about it. JD and the Broken Promise, the main character in this is JD Wolf. And JD Wolf, for those of you that have finished the Twin Springs trilogy, I'm not spilling the tea here. I'm not giving out anything that's going to ruin it for you. Don't worry. But J.D. Wolf is the main character in Haunted by Amethyst, and she is a private investigator whose specialty is finding lost children. And she does it with the help of her ghost partner, who is the woman, and that's what she calls her, the woman that haunts her and has haunted her since the death of her mother. And this is the very first case that JD has solved. So I'm actually going back in book time to JD's very first case. It's JD and the Broken Promise. And I am 20,000 words in on this. I've been writing my heart out. But back to Driftwood. I have a rough draft sneak peek for you of Driftwood. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about where the idea of Driftwood came. Some of you might know that my family and I we used to be big into martial arts. All of my kids are black belts. Both of my daughters are second degree black belts. And the book of Driftwood came to me because my daughter Casey got hurt. We were doing a Krav Maga class. My daughter and I were both taking Krav Maga at the time. And she was working out with her partner, and she was laying on the ground, so her head had nowhere to go. She was laying on the ground, and her partner, when he was going to strike, was supposed to stop just short of hitting her. Well, he didn't, and he hit her, and Casey, her head had nowhere to go except against the floor, so she was caught between his fist and a hard spot. And Casey got a concussion. And the doctor advised that I take Casey away, give her mind time to heal. She wasn't allowed any TV, any movies, anything like that. I took her to the beach. And we closed, it was really sad. I took her to the beach, but we had to close the curtains because she needed a dark place to sleep and heal. And one morning while I was there with her, I woke up and I had the idea of Driftwood. And I didn't want to wake her, so I went into the bathroom and I typed it out on my phone, and so that the light wouldn't wake her. And Driftwood came to me fully formed as an idea. And I wanted to write Twin Springs first, and now I'm excited to be able to get on to Driftwood. But let me tell you a little bit about it. The main character is Harper Capwell. She transforms Driftwood into lifelike sculptures. If you go to my Pinterest channel, you can. I've I've pinned some sculptures there. You know, they take driftwood and they make it into horses, into eagles. They do beautiful things with them. In fact, Casey gave me this little piece of driftwood as a focal point that I have on my desk to look at, to bring, you know, make it feel more real until it becomes reality. But that's what she does. And when Harper is out hunting for driftwood, she slips off a cliff and she falls into a coma. And she's lost in memories of summers with Carter, the boy with the serious stare and the sad soul. Now, her love interest, Sheriff Carter Woodham, he returns to Cascara Island with a gun in his holster and a ring in his pocket for Harper. Instead of kneeling to propose, he's kneeling at a car crash. Instead of questioning how his witness died, he's questioning if his Harper will live. And he's torn between solving the murder of his investigation and the murder of this woman, and being bedside and saving the woman he loves. And as the story goes on, Carter connects one accident to another, one case to another, one murder to another, until he comes to find out that the person that he trusted to protect Harper is a killer. And I'm hoping you are blindsided by who that killer is just as much as he is. But below I have a sneak peek of the rough draft. Now remember, it's the rough draft. Everything and anything can change from the rough draft, but I'd love to read a little piece of it to you. I have to scroll down because the computer just flipped out on me. This is a scene where Harper's father, Cap, actually wants to turn off the machines for Harper. And Carter is telling him about the first time that he met Harper, and he's trying to tell Cap, you know, you can't do this. You know, give Harper a chance, give our love a chance. And so this is what Carter says. The first time I saw Harper, I knew mermaids were real. She bobbed in the ocean, her blazing hair fanned out across the water. Waves kissed her chin. She looked sad, sorrowful, and alone. I ached to soothe her. I ached to protect her. She swam closer, and the tumble thunk of my heart drowned out the sound of the surf. I was afraid to move, afraid to breathe, afraid to believe, or she might disappear back into the sea. When her bare feet touched sand, she was all perfection, and I was all too human. Now Carter's in love, and there's no way that man's going to let them turn off the machines. I can't wait to give you more sneak peeks. In the newsletter, I also have a survey on how do you like to read. Are you paperbacks, ebooks, audiobook, all three? Please click and answer all answers that pertain to you, because I want to make sure that I get the right books out to the right book-loving friends. Don't forget about Spill the Tea with Dee, March 20th, 2 p.m. It's a live Facebook Live with my friends. Facebook Live with my friends in our book-loving group on Facebook, and who knows what'll happen. When I practiced Spill the Tea with my daughters, I thought I was on. I was talking to them for a good 20 minutes before I realized I didn't even have the camera on. So that won't happen this time. I can't promise it, but I hope it won't happen this time. But we're going to spill the tea on everything Bridgerton, The Duke and I. I have a signed copy by the author Julia Quinn to give away. And we're going to spill it all, compare it to the Netflix. It should be a whole bunch of fun. Please join me. That's it for me, Dee. Usually I would stop the video by saying you'll find me writing on the porch, but it's too stinking cold outside. So you'll find me writing in my office with my dogs, a hot cup of tea, and the heater on. That's it for now. Have a wonderful February, and I'll talk to you again next month. Bye.